Well, this flight's come from New Delhi in India. Ash, it left last night at about 9 p.m. Indian time. It arrived here in Darwin just before 10 a.m. local time this morning. Now, we've just seen the first busload of passengers from that plane depart from the Darwin airport. They would have gone through the screening process here on the RAAF side of the airport. Every passenger on that plane is having their vitals checked, their temperature checked, just to ensure that they have no symptoms of the coronavirus before they're placed on those buses and taken out to Howard Springs. I was watching as the bus drove past me here on the Stewart Highway. All of the passengers on that bus were wearing face masks. They'll be taken to that Howard Springs workers village where they'll spend the next 2 weeks in quarantine. This, of course, is the second of those Qantas repatriation flights to arrive here in Darwin. The other flight that came from the UK arrived here on Friday. Now, there are about 500 beds set aside at that Howard Springs facility for international repatriations under that deal that was struck between the Commonwealth and Northern Territory governments. Almost 400 of those beds are now full, so we might get another one of these flights in before there needs to be some sort of delay in the next round of flights coming here, because only 500 people at a time can be accommodated in that facility. Now, every 2 weeks, of course, some of those people will move out and allow room for others to be moved back in. There are more than 30,000 Australians, though, Ash, who are stranded overseas. We're going to see about 5,000 of those brought here to Darwin between now and March as part of these repatriation flights, but there are calls for the government to do more to bring those Australians home.